champions!
What a move by Howie Roseman! Whoa! Yo everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here, and welcome to my second video of the day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, I appreciate it so very much. Now I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet too, because look, we're right after the Super Bowl. We're not at free agency yet, so there's a little bit of a lull. But I do want to comment on the Eagles' offensive coordinator position and my thinking that what the Eagles have planned to do or might do is a genius move. Absolutely a genius move. Now, as we all know, the Eagles win the Super Bowl, right? Okay, so they win the Super Bowl, and Josh McDaniels was supposed to become the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. But what did he do? He took double moonwalk on his ass, and he became a little baby, and he backed out because he didn't want to fail. He was scared. Well, Frank Reich ain't scared. He took the job, but it screwed the Eagles. Why did it screw the Eagles? Because John DeFilippo went to Minnesota as the offensive coordinator, and that job would have opened up in Philly. He could have stayed, and I would have liked to keep him. I like John DeFilippo a lot. So I'm a little upset that we lost him because Josh McDaniels changed his mind, okay? Now, that said, the Eagles have to replace an offensive coordinator, right? They have to go out. They have to get one, or they have to, maybe give Deuce or Mike Groh or somebody, the offensive coordinator position, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. As you guys probably heard, the Eagles are thinking of not going out and hiring an offensive coordinator at all. Now, you would think this is kind of crazy on the surface, but then when you really think about it, and you think about what the Eagles do, this is kind of stuff that they've done over the last several years that put them in a position that they became Super Bowl champions. What do I mean? Howie Roseman, he goes out, he hires Doug Peterson. Nobody was even interviewing him. When I heard Doug Peterson was getting hired, like, what the hell are they doing? Nobody wants Doug Peterson. Turned out, genius hire, top 3 coach in the league. Then you get Howie Roseman, who makes, 2 trades to get up to number 2 to take Carson Wentz, who is a generational franchise talent quarterback, right? Unbelievable. People say, that's an unbelievable move. How could he do that? Nobody ever does things like that. And that's the whole point. The whole point is that the Eagles have done things that other teams don't do normally over the last few years, and it put them in a position to win. So by the Eagles saying, hey, we may not hire an offensive coordinator, this just continues that kind of outside-the-box thinking. And I kind of like it because, look, if you hire an offensive coordinator, you give Deuce Staley the offensive coordinator role, right, whatever. What do you think he's going to think? What do you think everybody's going to think? Everybody knows Doug Peterson is the real offensive coordinator of that team. He calls the plays, and he's going to do what he wants. And that's the way it is. So any offensive coordinator really isn't doing all the things that a lot of other offensive coordinators do. Okay? So by not trying to fool anyone or say, hey, we have an offensive coordinator in name only, they're saying, look, we know Doug Peterson is the coach and the offensive coordinator. Why hide it? But what we'll do is we won't have a new offensive coordinator, but we'll expand Deuce Staley and Mike Groh's roles. So they'll continue what they're doing, but they'll also do more. This will give them more experience in other areas as a coach. So you really give 2 guys more workload, more training, and they learn more, and it makes them better coaches, makes your players a better players, it makes the team a better team. It's very smart, very outside the box. I love it. I love it. Do you like Frank? Frank don't like it, but he don't even feed anybody. People are hungry, Frank. Anyways, what I'm saying is, I think this is a very smart, genius move. I love it. I think that if I was the Eagles, I would not hire offensive coordinator either. We all know Doug Peterson is. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of stuff that I like. And that's why I'm excited about free agency coming up. Because let me tell you, the Eagles are probably going to make a couple moves, maybe a bunch of moves that are going to shock all of us in a good way, I think. And then when they go into the season next year, they'll even be that much better. They'll have top 3 coach, top 3 quarterback, best backup quarterback, best GM. Boom. Golden era of Eagles football is upon us. So I love that move. I think the Eagles are handling perfectly the right way. And look, it's going to be an exciting time. But hey, you know what? That's how it goes when you're champions. And all of you guys, all you Eagle fans, you're champions. With that, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.